Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi is happening. This is absolutely crazy, guys. We're going to talk about all of the different actors and everything that are talking about the potential of a Spider-Man 4. And things are getting real crazy. I think there's honestly a very good chance that this movie actually gets made now. So for starters, we gotta talk about Tobey Maguire. He said that he was happy to return in Spider-Man No Way Home. He said he's ready and that he wants to do more Spider-Man. Then Sandman himself has teased 2 separate times now that he thinks Sam Raimi is going to do a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. His exact quote was, "I think Sam is going to do another Spider-Man with Tobey. They had an option for me to do Spider-Man 4 when there was going to be a Spider-Man 4. So if it happens, that would be fantastic. I'm getting a little old," basically saying he wants to be in this movie. And the crazy thing is, he said pretty much this exact same thing a couple of months ago too, so if it wasn't true, I'm sure his team would have told him, hey, that's not true, or Sony or Marvel would have reached out and would have told him, like, hey, don't say that, it's not true, it's not happening. But the fact that 2 months later he says this again, I think there's definitely a good chance Spider-Man 4 is happening. Then MJ, Kirsten Dunst, said that she would love to be in another comic book movie. She said, yes, because you get paid a lot of money, I have 2 children, and I support my mother. So, she wants to come back, she wants to make some money, so she's all in for this movie too. Then just yesterday, Sam Raimi was at a Comic-Con and someone asked him about the potential of a Spider-Man 4. And the fan says, he told me that there are chances of this happening simply because he has the same desire as we do. But if it was to happen, it will be at the right time. So the director of the original trilogy is interested in making his 4th film as well. If you guys didn't know, they were actually going to film the 4th one and then it just got canceled at the last minute. And then we got the reboot with Andrew Garfield. So it would be so awesome for Sam Raimi to actually make that Spider-Man 4 almost 20 years later by the time this thing actually comes out. And, it'd be really cool to see Vulture and then Bruce Campbell as Mysterio. That would have just been so cool to see, and I hope we actually get to see it now. Then, if all that wasn't convincing enough, Sony is actually re-releasing the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy in theaters in April. And if this re-release goes really well, I think it's just, a no-brainer for Sony to just make a Spider-Man 4. Everyone wants it. Everyone loves Tobey Maguire. The original trilogy is so beloved by fans. And it's going to make a ton of money. Sony needs money. They just lost a bunch of it with Madam Web. They're probably going to lose some money on Kraven, maybe Venom. Morbius didn't do well. So what's a guaranteed slam dunk home run W for Sony? Making a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi returning. So guys, a ton of people are talking about this now, including the actors from the original trilogy, the director, everybody is talking about this now, which leads me to believe that there is a very good chance of Spider-Man 4 happening. It would just be a really cool story, all these years have passed, maybe he actually fixed things with MJ, maybe they're just happily married, maybe they have a kid in Mayday Parker. And the movie could be about him teaching his daughter how to use her powers or something. That would be really cool. And then at the end, you could tease some multiverse stuff because we know that Sony obviously wants to have all of the Spider-Mans back in another Spider-Verse multiverse movie. And we've heard a lot of rumors that Tobey Maguire is going to be one of the leads alongside Hugh Jackman in Avengers Secret Wars, so you could make this movie, reintroduce us to the Raimi-verse, and then at the end tease multiverse stuff so that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man can go and meet all of the other Avengers and Hugh Jackman, RDJ, and everyone in Secret Wars. I think it's a fantastic idea. Sony, you better do this. Stop making stupid movies like they're planning on making a Hypno Hustler movie, Kraven, Morbius, anti-hero nonsense. Just make Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. You're going to make over $1 billion, maybe even 2, guaranteed. So just do that instead, please. But anyways, let me know down below in the comments if you think Spider-Man 4 is actually going to happen. A few months ago, it sounded very far-fetched, but now we've got MJ, Sandman, Peter Parker, the director, everyone talking about it, so I think it's coming. Let me know your thoughts down below.